This is the fourth day that I've been out for rutcation. The first two were pretty active, Saturday and Sunday. Yesterday it was wind over 20-25 miles an hour all day. Still some of that today, but it's more sporadic. But it rained all day yesterday too. Didn't see a single deer, sat 9 hours, so hoping to make that pay off today. I've already seen 5 deer in the same spot. 2 doe looked hot. They were moving a little bit different than normal, and then one of them actually took off running when a small buck chased her through the area, basically ran me over. Just a little spike buck, but hopefully between today and tomorrow the big ones move in to this area knowing it's getting hot. With those 2 doe running through here pretty hot, I'm going to spray some buck bomb. Weekend woodsmen have 2 deer down today. We got a text from Uncle Jim. He was behind his house and had a couple doe come from the east the other night, so we went back there to sit, and they came from the east again. It sounds like one came up to 12 yards and he smoked it with his new crossbow. So that's the first deer he shot with that. So I bet he's super excited. Got a nice picture, smoke job. As we were texting about that, and I was telling Riley where we might want to set up tomorrow morning when he comes into town. Deer keep coming in this trail, and we've seen them 2-3 days already over there. I said we might want to climb, and get over there and get close to him. Might take us off of our lucky stand that we've taken 2 bucks in 2 years from. But nothing's really cruising by here. Well, as soon as I say that, those deer come off that trail and follow my path in. It's kind of weird because it was a doe and a button buck, and I think it was the doe that was getting hot from this morning, getting chased around, and they came in and followed the scent trail that I had left with some doe spray, which is just interesting, I guess. And so they came around the stand. I had to get to the other side of the stand. I didn't take a perfect shot that I really wanted to, but I was choking in my harness a little bit, and I had to cross the tree a couple times and all that stuff, and put a pretty good shot on her. She only went 60 yards, I think, and fell down. This is also the first deer that I've gotten without Riley in the tree stand. Talk about a whirlwind of emotion. Just kidding. It's kind of funny. Well, she's dead. Alright, the aftermath. Halloween. Two does down within, what, probably 5 minutes of each other?
Probably.
Just getting a text about one, and here comes another. So, woodsmen are on the board.
Alright, well, I got a break from baby duty today. Made the drive up this morning. I remembered my bow, but forgot my cold gear. So luckily my dad let me use his, so I wasn't freezing my butt off, because we're gonna sit a little bit longer than he is, since I made the drive. We're gonna want to try and get the most out of it. But Phil shot a doe out of here last night. We've already seen 4 deer this morning, so we're hoping that we can get a little bit of bucks moving through here. But so far it's been all does, and they've had their fawns, so nothing that looks like they're coming into heat yet. But you never know. Phil saw chasing in here. What day was that? Phil saw chasing in here 2 days ago, so hopefully that can continue. I shouldn't be lazy and stay on my feet in case something happens.
That's a shooter. It's a nice deer. Hey, Rod.
Huh?
That's a shooter.
Is it?
Yeah. He's going away. Louder. There you go. Here he comes. You gotta be louder.
Alright, well, I made the trip back up again. It's Friday afternoon. Trying to get a couple hunts in tonight and tomorrow morning before having to drive back. Wife was nice enough to let me out of the house while she's on baby duty. So, she's got friends coming up to visit her. She'll be alright. Hope we get lucky and see a big buck come in here tonight. Well, that sucks. That was a 2-year-old deer, but we had a picture of him, and he's got a really nice rack. And I've got limited time to hunt, so I was going to try and shoot him, but when he stopped right over here, Phil was on the camera. I didn't know for sure he was on him because it was a pretty steep angle, but he was quartering to me a little bit too much for what my comfort level was, so decided to pass, and he snuck over here and caught Phil moving to try and grab his bow, so that stinks, but it was exciting. We got a doe coming in here. She's right over here, and if she comes in and gives me a good shot, I'm gonna take it. We got about an hour of shooting light left, and I've got limited hunting time, so getting some meat in the freezer is not a bad thing.
Hopefully there's a buck behind her for me.
On the stand, November 4th, cooler morning. We back in one of our favorite spots. Last time we were here, we saw like 10 deer, and we saw a really nice shooter. So we're hoping that we see half that activity today. One thing we tried today was dragging a doe tarsal. Phil and Uncle Jim both shot does earlier in the week, and Uncle Jim's doe had some pretty good tarsals on her. They were pretty wet. They smelled like crap. So we cut those off, put them on strings, and we drug those in today. One of them we drug in from the upwind side of us, hoping that we can get a deer to follow that trail and step out right in front of our shooting lane. So if that happens, that'd be a miracle.
This is the tracking segment of, we think we smoked an 8-point. We're gonna go see what we got here. We got blood. Here's the arrow. Pass through, good shot, all kinds of good blood.
There he is up there.
Hey, there's a deer laying up here. Look at that, guys. There's a deer laying there. Hey, look at that. There's a deer. There's a dead buck, boys. Nice shot. There's X. There's where the arrow went in.
Yep, there he is.
Nice 8-point. Nice deer. Good shot.
Matt.
Well, this morning we got out here, tried a little different spot. We had an encounter with a big buck last Wednesday, and he was down over here behind us, and he didn't come any closer than maybe 120, 150 yards, I don't know. We've been consistently seeing deer over there, so this morning, in our infinite wisdom, we decided that we're going to take our climbers and set up on the corner over there, and we ended up having a small 4-point come in on us, which was pretty cool. I got drawn on him and everything, just kind of practicing my shot. I don't know if many of you guys do that, but just trying to go through the routine and make sure that I'm ready when the time comes. It wasn't too much longer after that, we saw 4 doe come flying through here, and they ran right by the stand that we're in now. And sure enough, it was like 5 minutes after that, this freaking monster buck comes running through there right on their butts. And had to have come right by our stand. So we decided that we would sneak down after waiting a couple hours and slowly make our way over here. It's only probably 200 yards away, but we're now back in this stand hoping that he comes back tonight at some point. This is a little bit of a pinch point, so we're thinking since he went that way, there's not that much woods that way, it runs into all open field, that he's going to wheel around and come back at some point. So, with any luck, we'll have a deer on the ground today. Alright, now for what everybody actually wants to see. How do you eat Chipotle in a tree stand? You put it in a bag, duh. Preferably a little smaller bag than this, but it was the best I had. Got a half a burrito here, and even have my fork. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna eat this now.
Deer in a scrape zone. I'm just kidding. We hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching. Check us out on weekendwoodsman.com and Facebook. Thanks for watching.